Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to fix a Stihl chainsaw with no spark, and also why I do not use Amazon parts on Stihl chainsaws. So what I've got here is a Stihl MS271. As you saw there, it did sputter a bit when I tried to pull it over, but that's all I'm getting out of this saw. It just will not keep a rev or start fully. So what I've narrowed it down to is a spark problem. Okay, I'm going to pull it over and see if I'm getting any spark at all here. And I don't see any spark. It's very, very faint. So definitely there's an issue there. Now the reason I mentioned that I don't use Amazon parts in Stihl chainsaws that I repair for customers is exactly because of this. Customer came in here last week with this saw and told me that he put a coil or ignition module that he bought on Amazon in the saw. It ran good for a little bit, but he's been having troubles with it in the last few months. So that coil has been in there for less than a year, maybe 6 months at the most. I've got an original coil here from Stihl. I'll put the part number here in the video description. I'll show you the part number here shortly, but I will show you how to replace the coil on this Stihl MS271 chainsaw. So what I'll do here is remove the recoil. You'll need a T27 Torx screwdriver. 4 screws all together. Just move the brake arm out of the way here. Now this is the ignition module. Again, it's an Amazon one. It's a fraction of the price of the original one right here. Now this module here in Canada as of yesterday was $135. Not cheap, guys. Here's the part number. 1141 400 1307. And the way you can know an ignition module is original, if you ever buy a used chainsaw, is you will see the Stihl logo etched on the coil here, and there's the part number as well. The part number is not always on the coil, but on this one it is here. So you want to reinstall this exactly in the same position as the old one is. And by the way, this coil here is made in Germany, not China. What I'll do here first before I tackle this is I'm going to go and air blow all the dirt out of here. Okay, it's all cleaned up here. I will remove the coil by removing both screws over here. And I think I'll take off this air induction thing here. It just makes it easier. Now these cheap Amazon coils, you can tell everything's cheaper, even the boot here is cheaper. And I'll disconnect this wire right here. And you'll have to get the spark plug wire out from here. And here's the difference between both coils. They do look the same. But as I mentioned earlier, you can see all the information etched on the original coil. That's how you can tell if it's original. And also the hole here is smaller. There's the Amazon one. Now to install the coil, you want it in this position here. There's a ground wire here that you must put the screw in first, then through the coil. And what I'll do here is start it up by hand. I will not use the impact to install the coil. And then you've got the screw that goes right here. And I will keep the magnets away from the coil for now. What I will actually do is push the coil as far back as I can toward the fuel tank and tighten up one screw. And the reason for that is to give me enough space between the coil and the magnets on the flywheel here to put my business card in there. So now what I'll do is put a business card here, loosen that screw here, and then the coil will stick to the flywheel with the business card in between, thus giving me the proper air gap. So it's an air gap of about 0.010 of an inch. And now what you want to do is tighten up both screws evenly. And use common sense, put the screws fairly tight, but don't overdo it. Now remove the card and make sure you can spin the flywheel easily without it rubbing on the coil. And here's a close-up view. You've got the magnets and there's just enough space. Again, it's about 0.010 of an inch. A business card works great all the time for this. Now you must connect this wire here, right over here. So what I do sometimes here is I squeeze this down a bit just so that it goes on the coil tighter. Somebody else has been in here, and sometimes when other people have been in, I'll find little things like that where the wire is loose on the coil. And now you can run your spark plug wire right through this gap. You'll need to move this up to get it through. And it should stay there. You want everything to be nice and clean here and out of the way. And I'll put this part back on here. And don't mix up the screws between the coil and this, because these ones here have more coarse threads. And there's only one screw that holds this on. And I'll put the recoil back on. Don't forget the little cap here that goes on the brake arm right there. And again, you've got 4 screws. And what I'll do is start the screws on a low setting on my impact, and then finish them up by hand. Again, it's a T27 Torx screwdriver that you will need for this. And just a quick snug here. And let's check for spark now. I can see spark. You really have to spin these fast to see it. Now I'll put this plug back in and try out the saw. Alright, here's the cover. I'll just snug the screws up. Alright, let's try it out again. I'll try it with no choke in case it was flooded as well. Anyway, much better now. I'm glad that's all it was. So if you have a chainsaw, guys, and you have no spark, it's probably the coil, ignition module, same thing. Sometimes it's good to disconnect the wire from the coil, the small wire right here, if you're not sure if it's the coil or not, because this will bypass your switch and you'll know if it's an electrical issue on the saw or if it's the coil itself. So when I'm not sure, I just disconnect this wire here and then I try it out. You won't be able to shut it off with the switch, but it'll give you an indication as to whether it's electrical or the coil. Just a tip I want to share with you guys. Also, the importance of using good parts when you do repairs for customer is important. Pretty well what I did today applies to all outdoor equipment, guys, whether it's 4-stroke or 2-stroke. If you have no parts, check your coil, check the electrical system, etc. If you have points, then that's a whole different story. But the modern stuff today is basically like this. Doesn't matter what make or brand you use, that you have, I mean. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope the video has helped you out. Please click the like button, guys, and share this video with your friends. Have a great day.